Some of you may know our publications, you may not. I've lived in this city for about 12 years now and become very passionate about it, especially through doing our magazines, meeting with people like Stephen and that. And one of my big things is with music and the arts and that. And what I see we seriously lack in this city is we do not have a cultural and arts centre. I do not know of another city that doesn't have this. You look around and there are so many places, even when you go down to Brentwood, they have a centre, the Brentwood Centre, that can be used. We have the Civic Theatre. It takes a couple of hundred people only sitting down. What I believe we need, and I believe we even have the land for it next to the records offices, we need a cultural arts and events centre. It would bring people to the city, it would create employment, it would create wealth for the city, it would do so much. My vision is for us to build something that could be big enough that we could maybe have 2,000–3,000 people come to it. We could put on theatre, we could put on concerts, we could put on ballet, we could put a lot on there. With retractable seats, which are so easy these days, we could then have big trade shows, which would then bring people to the cafes, the restaurants, the hotels, the shops, spending money, but also then we're going to need people to work in those centres, creating more employment. But also around it, if you put various little hubs, you could have cafes, you could have places for children, you could have hubs for older people and younger people to go to be creative. You could have creative rooms there for people to do things from knitting to painting to sculpting and that. There are places that I have been with my other half around where Highlands Park and even our parks nearer into the city we do not utilise enough, where we could have arch trails going through, wonderful bits of art that could be numbered, so it takes people through the parks not only seeing the great works of art but also seeing what great parks we have as well, you know, along with our rivers and that. When you look at some of these places, I mean, some of our river is not in the best of condition, but our parks, I think we have some great parks. Central Park, I mean, is a fantastic place, and the City Council do a great job there once a year with the 3-foot people and also with the Fling. Fantastic events. The cultural events team do a terrific job. I'm sure they would welcome us to be able to bring more culture to this city so that we can, you know, people who are sitting at home lonely on their own, they have somewhere to go. They may be able to be creative, whether with disabled people, they cannot always use their hands, but I've seen some fantastic artists using their feet or using single digits. There is so much that we could do to help and make this a real cultural events hub. We are so close. We have the M11, we have the M25, we have the A12, we have Stansted, we have the rail network. We are in the absolute perfect position to be able to bring this and put something absolutely fantastic that people will travel from London, they'll travel from around the world because they would want to come here, to come and see. We could put on fantastic exhibitions. We have Grayson Perry, a fantastic world-renowned artist. I'm sure he would welcome to be able to put on a fantastic exhibition and bring those that he knows to the city and that. I'm so passionate, as you may have gathered, about this, that it not only brings arts to the people, it brings employment, it brings happiness to people. Children, to older people, able-bodied, disabled-bodied, it's something for everyone. And I see this as a real vision to help to bring the city forward, along with what my previous prospective mayors have said as well. Absolutely fantastic work as well, but this is my vision, this is what I would like to see happen, and I think it would help make us the great city, not just a city, but Chelmsford the great city. That's mine.